Anybody?
Yeah.
Yes, Mohana, please go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, there is no tomorrow. Everything happens now. So living in the present, doing in the present, observing this one will become the past and future.
Okay.
So only this moment, what we do.
Right. So you mean to say it's going to be very positive and today is a great day and inspirational. Well, anybody
Yeah.
else before I continue? Or we all agree with Mohan?
We
Mohana.
should be we should live for today, not for tomorrow,
All right.
and not think about the past. Yes.
So, okay, Mahantesh also. Well, today is a great day. Every day is a great day. Every moment is a great moment. But sorry to to disillusion you, but that's not what I'm going to be talking about at all. At all. Today is a great day because there's so much happening in the world around all of us today. And I'm going to be talking about today the date, 21st of June. 21st of June is known as the summer solstice. Anybody, any idea what's the solstice? We did it in geography way back when we were in school, and some of us might remember what it is now as well. So, summer solstice is the longest day in the summers because the axis of the earth while it's rotating is such that it receives the maximum amount of sunlight in the northern hemisphere. So, which is why today is going to be the longest day for the northern hemisphere and it'll be the shortest day for the southern hemisphere. That's why it's called the summer solstice. We also have the winter solstice, which is in December. And then we have the two equinoxes, the autumn and the spring equinoxes. So we won't talk about them, but yes, that is the significance of 21st of June. So the summer solstice. That's not the reason why it's so important. There are multiple reasons why 21st of June are important. The second reason, and the reason also why there's such less attendance, is because most of our members and guests are somewhere in some garden, in some hall, somewhere doing yoga because today is the World Yoga Day. And this day came into existence after in 2014 when it was adopted unanimously by the United Nations in 2014, of course, to promote holistic, physical, mental, spiritual well-being. How many of you over here actually practice yoga? And if you are here, that means you do not practice yoga. Okay, Mantesh, you do practice yoga regularly?
Not regularly, once in a week or twice in a week.
All right, fair enough. That's a honest answer. Thank you so much. Anybody else?
Me also
I practice yoga too.
Nice, good. But then I love your dedication towards our club meeting as well, because this time 7 to 9 doesn't change. Yoga, you can even do a little hour later somewhere during the day. Thank you so much. Now, for my part, I would love to share a video with you. So allow me to share my screen. And I hope the internet supports me as well. Okay.
मैं योगा 1 तारीख से करने वाला था, लेकिन दोस्तों पार्टी का हैंगओवर था। फिर सोचा 3 तारीख से शुरू करूंगा। मैं सुबह 4 बजे उठ भी गया था, बस थोड़ा 5 मिनट के लिए सो क्या गया। 6 नहीं, 7 नहीं, सीधा 8 बजे उठा। एक कमबख्त सर्दी का मौसम, 9 बजे घर से निकलना पड़ा। 10 बजे मीटिंग थी। मैं घर से 9 दो 11 हो गया। उस दिन मेरे योगा प्लान के 12 बज गए यार। सोचा 13 से शुरू करता हूँ, लेकिन 13 तो अशुभ होता है ना। अगले दिन 14 को ऑफिस में लेट नाइट हुई, तो 15 भी योगा नहीं हो पाया। नेक्स्ट डे सोलापुर से मेरे चाचा आ गए। वो भी पूरे 17 साल बाद हमने पूरी रात गप्पे मारी। नहीं तो 18 की सुबह भी मेरा योगा पक्का था। हाँ, अब थोड़ा 19-20 तो हो ही जाता है ना ऐसी चीजों में। 21 किलो कम करना था वजन। 22 साल का होता तो दिन में पूरे 23 घंटे योगा करता। तो ये 24 दिन बाद प्रभु की कृपा से 25 को संडे मिल गया, तो आराम करना पड़ा। 26 को रिपब्लिक डे का सेलिब्रेशन, 27 की सुबह लूज मोशन और 28 की सुबह सर्दी ने तोड़ दिया था 29 साल का रिकॉर्ड। अब ठंड में योगा करके किसको 30 मार का बनना है? बस 2 और दिन 31 तारीख के बाद दुनिया की कोई भी ताकत मुझे योगा करने से नहीं रोक सकती। हैप्पी न्यू ईयर।
I don't know why. Where can I get back my Zoom meeting? There you are. I'll stop sharing. Well, that is my story. I have been promising myself to do yoga from the 1st of Jan faithfully for the longest time that I can remember. But then the first leads to the second, the third, the fourth of the month, not just January. I've never been able to practice yoga. Never. And I know Saurabh Bothra is creating a world record with crores of people doing yoga as we speak. I also received an invitation. I'm sure you have too. But then I can never bring myself to do yoga. But mind you, when we talk of tomorrow, today is a great day. I, in all my defense, say that I'm a cyclist. I do long distance cycling. My maximum has been 90 kilometers. And that's the only excuse I give when I talk about yoga, not being able to do yoga. I try to maintain my health by another sport, which I enjoy doing. So that means I am an outdoor person and I cannot stay in one place and do yoga, which is very restrictive, according to me. Well, that's about the World International Day for Yoga. You're going to be flooded with more videos and photographs and news items of our politicians, of our sports people, of our daily persons who are going to do yoga. You will know more about Saurabh Bothra as well. And yes, Vikram would like to share something on this World Yoga Day.
Yes, today is also the Father's Day, so that's
I
also
will be
one more
coming to
reason. Yeah, all so many things coming on one single day. So I just want to wish all the people here who are celebrating the Father's Day. Of course, everybody will be celebrating the Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all of you. And back to you, Toastmaster of the
Thank
Day.
you. Thank you so much, Vikram. And on that note, let's carry on with our meeting as well. So I'll be breaking and talking more about the 21st of June later on in various segments. But let's get on with our meeting. Today we have two speakers. Oh, sorry. I will first like to invite our general evaluator to tell us how the evaluation round will happen, because without evaluations, a Toastmasters meeting would feel incomplete. Our Sergeant at Arms has already introduced the general evaluator, who's Toastmaster Vikram today, so I will not take any more time. And I would like to welcome our general evaluator, Toastmaster Vikram, to explain the rules and the members of his team. Over to you, Toastmaster Vikram.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. Yes, then I'm general evaluator for today. As a general evaluator, I'll be evaluating the entire meeting. I'll observe the speakers closely, and I'll not be doing that alone. I'll have a tag team with me. So on those lines, the first role player is timer. The timer for today is Toastmaster Aniket, and over to Aniket to explain the role. Am I audible? Aniket, okay, sorry. So did you hear my G introduction speech? No, right? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
I'm audible, right? Okay, sorry for that. So I am the general evaluator for today. So I thought I just have to repeat this because I see nobody is able to hear me yet. Okay, so today I'll be the general evaluator for the day, and as in a general evaluator, I'll be evaluating the entire meeting from the beginning till the end. So I'll be observing everybody and the course of the meeting, and I'll provide my feedback towards the end of the session. And I'll be having a tag team with me who will be helping me in my evaluation. So the first role player on this line is Aniket Gupta. So Toastmaster Aniket is playing the timer for today. So Toastmaster Aniket, would you like to explain your role? Aniket, if you're talking, you're on mute. Okay, let's move ahead with the R counter then. So the R counter for today is Toastmaster Ashutosh. Ashutosh, would you like to introduce your role? Am I audible?
Yes, you are, Vikram.
I'm audible. But I don't see either of them unmuting and talking. Aniket, would you like to introduce your role? Ashutosh, R counter Ashutosh. I see both of you muted.
I think
Okay,
Aniket
I
has
think.
some problem with his laptop.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ashutosh, what about you? Okay, Ashutosh is also not able to unmute. So then let me go ahead with the grammarian for today. So I'll be the grammarian for today. So as a grammarian, I will be explaining, I'll be watching the grammar usage across the meeting by different speakers whenever they are on the virtual podium. And I'll also be providing my report at the end of the meeting. So not only that, as a grammarian, I'll also be introducing you with the word of the day. Today we are only going to have the word of the day. And the word of the day for today is momentum. I think it's a very easy word to use in our speeches, in our scripts, or whenever you're appearing on the stage. The word of the day for today is momentum. What does momentum mean? It is the force that keeps something moving forward consistently. Right? So example usage is Sattvic Toastmasters is picking up momentum week on week. Right? So that is one of the example usages. So I want someone from the team to come forward and use this word momentum in your example sentence. Yes, sir. Mohan Sundaram, sir.
Yeah, even though there are a lot of challenges in the life and work, so we have to keep the momentum, keep move forward.
Great. Thank you so much, Dr. Mohan Sundaram, for using that. I hope you, all of you are going to use this word momentum in your speeches. So with that, let me see if the timer and the R counter are able to unmute their mic. Yes,
Yeah,
Aniket, go ahead.
yes, yeah, yeah, thank you. So I am the timer for today meeting. My role will be to time the various speeches, table topic, and the evaluation. For the prepared speeches section, the time limit will be 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will show the green card, and at 6 minutes, I will show the yellow card, and 7 minutes, I will show the red card. The 30-second grace period of both the upper and lower side. So I will speak for I will uh, time for 4 minutes 30 second to 7 minutes 30 second. So this is the time limit for qualifying for the voting. The time will be for the table topic session. The time limit will be 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show the green card. 1.5 minutes, I will show the yellow card. And 2 minutes, I will show the red card. The time lim so there is 30-second grace period on the upper side. So for voting, the time limit will be 1 minute to 2 minutes 30 second. Next is the evaluation section. The time will be 2 minutes to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show the green card. 2.5 minutes, I will show the yellow card, and at 3 minutes, I will show the red card. So and there's 30-second grades on both the upper and lower end. So the speaker need to speak for 1 minute 30 seconds to 3 minutes 30 seconds. So let me show the cards once. Yeah. So like this, I will be showing the cards. Yeah. So I will present my report at the end of the meeting. So over to you. Doctor.
Thank you so much, Timer Aniket, for explaining your role. And let's move on to the R counter Ashutosh to explain his role. Ashutosh, are you able to unmute now? Okay, I don't hear Ashutosh speaking. Let me explain his role by the time he is, able to unmute his mic. Okay, so as an R counter, what Ashutosh will do is he will be observing closely observing all your speeches for any filler words. So if you're making some filler words like and, or if you're frequently using some words, so Ashutosh as an R counter will be noticing that and he'll provide his report at the end. So for some reason now I'm not seeing him able to unmute his mic, but over the course of the meeting I feel like he will be able to. Okay. So with that, let me hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mayuri, to continue the session.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vikram. As general evaluator, I am sure, even though we might be fewer in numbers, but the entire team will definitely be keeping a keen eye and ear for all the different roles that all the members are playing. Let's carry on with our first segment, which is the prepared speeches round. It's very heartening to see that today we will have two speakers and both of them are going to be delivering their icebreaker speeches. The first speaker today is Toastmaster Mohanasundaram. And before I invite him on stage to deliver the speech, I would like to invite the speech evaluator, Toastmaster Aniket, to please share the project objectives of his speech. Toastmaster Aniket, over to you.
Yeah, one moment. Yeah, one more. Yeah, the purpose of the project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of a speech. Time limit will be 4 to 6 minutes.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aniket. And now let us put our hands together to welcome the first speaker for today, Toastmaster Mohanasundaram. Toastmaster Mohanasundaram is a dedicated veterinarian and a poultry professional from Coimbatore. And he brings an incredible 33 years of experience across India and international markets. And throughout his career, he has embraced a philosophy that change and challenges never end. Today, he's going to be delivering his first project, that is the Icebreaker. And I welcome Toastmaster Mohanasundaram. Toastmaster Mohan, driven by change, defined by challenge. Driven by change, defined by challenge. Toastmaster Mohan, over to you. Timer, please remember this is 4 to 6.
Namaste, and good morning to everyone.
It's a
So when I
icebreaker.
was asked to,
Mohan, sorry,
Yeah.
1 minute. Aniket, this is 4 to 7 minutes. Please remember, 4 is green, then yellow, then red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Toastmaster Mohan, you can start.
yeah, good morning and namaste. When I was asked to give the speech by Vikramji, I don't know what to talk because I was very blank. Then he told it's an opportunity for you, and that even the President Pratik also encouraged me. You are here, you paid, and that you have to use this platform to improve your skills. Then what it came to me, so it's better to share my life process, which is in my mind. So that's why I choose the change and challenge in the life process. The childhood, I'm the son of a teacher who happened to work in the same school. So the freedom was being a teacher's son. Challenge was the same thing is a disadvantage. We cannot fly further because of the restriction, as my dad was in the same school. Then shifted to Chennai for the studies. The change is the environment from the midtown to the metropolitan city. The challenge was language that time because we were studied in the Tamil medium and then shifted to English teaching. So we were struggled, and then to the city life also struggled. Somehow we completed. Then went to the job at the age of 23. So again, the change in the environment, because what we studied in the college won't be applicable because it's not, even though we have practicals, mostly theoretical. So the industry is not in line with the theory. So a lot of struggles in the work. Fortunately, for everyone, need to have the first boss is important. The first, it's a mentor, and I am fortunate. I had a good boss. He's very smart, but same time demanding. and then humiliating most of the time because I was new to the field, was not aware of that. But humiliation I took as challenge. So I sacrificed my half days and then went to the college and university where my same batchmates were doing masters. So I learned the fit formulation, which are not taught in the college, but what are all the necessity for the environment to perform. So I learned one by one. Then after 2 years, he has empowered me to handle the whole company. So again, another change, I got an opportunity to work in Brunei. So shifted, the change is that entirely different from our local environment to the new culture, and then religiously different, and then the races is different. The challenges were lot of humiliation, lot of abusing because of the religion and the culture and then the race. So, but that time cannot come out. So a lot of sacrifice in the family life also. But I took as the humiliation, lot of humiliation. Like I was not driving, and the language, and then the computers, operating computer technology. So that also I took an challenge, took as a challenge, and then overcome one after another. So again, the necessity is normally there's a phrase, necessity is the mother of invention. So language is different. Those people won't talk English; they talk only Malay, and then a lot of Thai people also. So within 3 months, I learned the language about how to communicate with them because all the labors were from Indonesia and then Malaysia. So that's but same way. It's because of the politics the Tamilians don't know much about Hindi. So okay, I can read and write, but I am not fluent in vocabulary. Still not fluent because there is no necessity. I can able to communicate in English and Tamil. So the city is the mother of invention. Just there I want to improve further. There also I brought the performance was very bad, but because of my hard work and then that I was always going for innovative. So I from the scrap unit I renovated and then the new feed mill I brought in. So there I got one lesson. We have to engage expertise. I know how to operate, but I'm not expertise in the engineering field. So what that cost the lot of time on cost overrun, which was the mistake of the management. But I overcame. Then again, then from that I shifted. I thought of working for a few years, but it went up to 17 years, and then I brought my family. My daughter also studied that. So again, I got an opportunity to learn TPM, HACCP, all the management systems. This all due, no one has offered me, but I wanted to learn. It's my personal interest. I went to the system learning. Then after that, I came back to India. That's again another change. I was conditioned for 17 years to that streamline the working environment, the less bribing and everything. But we shifted to India again, the new change that also uh, disturbed my the past. Then again, I started my own entrepreneur. Then I realized the entrepreneurship is different from successful operational executive. Again, it was then I got an opportunity. I volunteered to work in the with my business partners operation Assam. So I travel every alternate weeks. There also I faced a lot of challenges. Even that the CAA, I was stuck for 4 days because manhandled by the mob. Then I was in the hotel for 4 days. Same dress, nothing because I left everything in Gauhati. I know dress everything. So same dress, same thing. 4 days I was in the hotel. Then only I flew away from there. Again, then because of COVID, I was held up my entrepreneurship. I couldn't continue. Second, went back to the current job. Again, there is change, the challenge. I was handling small operation of 2,000 metric ton of feed production to 80,000 metric ton production per month. Again, the 700 employees, I was employed as a senior general manager. So new job, new challenge, the scale also bigger. So again, workplace politics, even though the 28 years of experience was not helpful because the new team they felt me as a threat. So that's also challenge then. So only way is to become a servant leader. All the while I was servant leader, I involved the people, then how to win their hearts, and then that is the way I overcome. Again, I volunteered to entered into they started the new breeder operation. They asked me whether you can handle. I told I will do until the A to Z, until retirement. So I got the commitment. Once again, I got an overseas opportunity, but I was engaged here, so I couldn't go. Otherwise, I could have done the bigger project over in Malaysia. So now the new job also challenging because this is different. So all the while I saw the challenges are not same. Every time when we get into next level of ladder, the challenges are new. The past is only as memory and then giving some experience of how to do it. But in my life, I see everything new. Maybe because of my interest, I'm going for innovation, taking new challenges. So again, I was involved in the purchasing of land, even the current job, purchasing of land, purchasing a farm, and then recruiting new people and the new technology. And then we are going into new technology, where state of the art, the technology driven. These are the challenges I'm facing, but I'm not giving up, but a lot of humiliation. But still, all the while I see the humiliation help me to overcome my challenges. I want to prove to the world that because they're humiliating, so I want to show who I am. So a lot of flaws, but still coming up. So this is my life. Now why I'm here. So I was here. I'm a Rotarian also. Why I joined? I want to contribute something to the society. I want to live leadership skill. When I was in overseas, I was a secretary also. That helped me to handle the club and then the time management. Here also I shifted to Coimbatore club, but I'm unable to contribute and give more time now. But that helps me to satisfaction in my personal life and also same time my leadership quality. So I was in 5 AM club, then I came to know about Toastmaster club. It's new to me. That's why I came here to improve my leadership skills, dynamic leadership skills. Because now I'm handling a lot of Gen Z. So when I interview 10 people, even my field also I was interviewing. When I interview 10 people, only 2 people are coming for the job. And the 2 people also, they're staying for only few months. So now I am thinking how to handle the Gen Z. I changed my leadership style. So I'm going one by one and then communicating with them to stay for longer and then grooming them to become a good employee. Because at this stage, we're going very fast in the industry. So we need to have good people. So I want to improve my skills in handling people, system and technology and money. That's why I'm here in the Toastmasters Club to improve my communication skill, presentation skill, handling people, and then interaction. Hope this journey will help me to handle the biggest challenges. And then thanks for giving me an opportunity. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mohana, for that introductory icebreaker speech. And we will take just a minute for all of us to share feedback either by direct messaging or by WhatsApp, if in case that suits you better, to give feedback to our speaker who started on his journey and would definitely be happy to take feedback, because that's the thing that helps us going and becoming better at public speaking as well as leadership. We'll take just a minute to share feedback with the speaker. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll go ahead with the second speaker for today. But before I invite the speaker, I would like to invite the evaluator for his speech, which is Toastmaster Arindam. Toastmaster Arindam, I request you to please share the project objectives for the speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, distinguished Toastmaster Mayuri. Toastmaster Mahantesh is going to present his icebreaker speech on the pathway presentation mastery. The purpose of the speech is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of his speech. Timer, kindly note that the speech limit is 4 to 6 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster
Thank you.
Mayuri.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arindam. Now I would like to invite Toastmaster Mahantesh, who's going to be our second speaker today. The timer, I am a little confused. Aniket, would you be showing the time or is it going to be Vikram? I'll just,
Since
because
Aniket was having issues, I was doing it. So I can do the timer for this speech as well.
right. So I'll then pin your screen so that it's visible to the speaker as well.
Yeah.
All right, Toastmaster Mahantesh. One second.
Can someone confirm I am audible and visible?
You are.
Oh.
Can you confirm if you can see the screen of Toastmaster Vikram? He's going to change the colors. Toastmaster Mahantesh, can you confirm if you can see this change of colors in the background?
Yes, I can see.
Great. Thank you so much for confirming. Toastmaster Mahantesh, from failure to success. From failure to success, Toastmaster Mahantesh. Over to you.
How many of you believe in we should never ever give up? Please raise your hand. Okay. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Mahantesh Ghorpade. I was born on 11th April 1991 in a small village, Ambani, Belgaum district, Karnataka. I grew up in a small village and I studied till my 10th in Kannada medium. My dad was running a restaurant in our village and I spent most of my time helping him. So I would open the restaurant at 6:30 a.m. in the morning and I would go to school at 10 a.m. I come back from school at 5 p.m. I work until 10 p.m. That continues for years. And there were no holidays, no weekends. Let me ask you a question. How much marks I scored in 12th mathematics? Can anyone guess?
80%.
100%?
So I'll just say, I scored 21 marks in my mathematics, 12th standard. I failed 12th standard. And at that point, all people would have concluded that I, I have not meant for higher education. But God had a different plan for me. Then I applied for government seat, diploma seat in government polytechnic. I went to government polytechnic for counseling, and I scored my 10th standard is 60%, while the cutoff was 72%. In the first round, I didn't get the seat. In the second round, I didn't get the seat. In the third round, I was unsuccessful. I was depressed and I lost my hope. I came back to home. I started preparing for my 12th standard mathematics studies. So after 1 month, one day I was reading the newspaper. In that article, I read that there are still government vacant seats in government polytechnic in Belgium. Those whomsoever had not taken admission yet, who can come and take the admission. So I was happy. I didn't take any admission that point of time. Then I gathered all my documents. Next day I went to college. That time I had taken the diploma in automobile engineering course. I had taken the admission. That thing changed my life. I studied 3 years diploma in automobile engineering. After that, I pursued BE, Bachelor of Engineering Mechanical specialization for 3 years. I never failed in any of these semesters. I scored all semester first class. After that, I got an opportunity to work in Ashoka as a quality engineer. I worked for 1 month and I was not happy with my work. Then one day I came back home, and I spoke to dad that I want to pursue higher studies. Dad said, okay, you can pursue. What do you want to pursue? I said, I want to pursue MBA. My dad laughed. He said, you studied mechanical engineering. Now you want to do MBA. So there is no correlation. I'm talking about in the year of 2015. Then somehow I convinced my dad and I started preparing for post-graduation common interest test. I wrote the PGCET and I got admission in Acharya Bangalore Business School in Bangalore in marketing specialization. 2 years I studied MBA in marketing specialization. I got placed in Havels India Limited as a sales executive. It's been 8 years I've been working in sales and marketing. Currently, I'm working as a deputy sales manager in Prism Johnson Limited. I look after Bangalore market. When I look back, my journey my journey was never. Uh, no, I'm not uh, a smartest student, but it's about persistence. So every challenge taught me something new. Every rejection gave me a new opportunity. If I had given up after scoring 21 marks in my 12th, I would not be standing here today. One thing I learned from my journey, never ever give up. A success is not meant for a most talented person. Success is meant for person who refuse to quit. So every failure is the stepping stone for success. Keep the momentum going. Or to Toastmaster of the day. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mahantesh, and welcome to your journey at Toastmasters. That goes also for our first speaker, Toastmaster Mohan. It's a little confusing for me. Thank you so much. We would now like to take a moment to give feedback to our second speaker, Toastmaster Mahantesh, on private chat or on WhatsApp, whatever works best. We'll take 30 seconds. All right. So let's carry on with our meeting and we move to something that I would like to talk to you again about the 21st of June. Allow me a moment to share my screen and there we go. So like we said, 21st June is a great day. Of course it is. I've already spoken about the summer solstice and its significance on the 21st of June, which is why we also have the International Day of Yoga. Started only in 2014. Of course, we've already had our evaluation introduction. Now I come to the next part, which is the World Music Day. You know, the World Music Day, in fact, is much, much, much older than the World Yoga Day. And when I started my journey as a French language teacher, is when I came to know that there is something called a World Music Day. So it wasn't in English, it wasn't in Hindi, my mother tongue, but it was more in French that I came to know about the World Music Day. And music knows no boundaries, absolutely none. And one of the songs which I came across in French, I'll just sing one or two lines for you, and maybe someone can unmute and tell me what reminds them once I sing the song. Et j'entends siffler le train, et j'entends siffler le train, que c'est triste un train qui siffle dans le soir. Anybody? If anybody remembers anything from this tune?
It's 100 Miles, and then which was again a song Jab Koi Baat Bigad Jaye.
Absolutely spot on. Absolutely. If you miss the train I'm on, you will know that I am gone. You can hear the whistle blow 100 miles. It's a beautiful song. And then, of course, Jab koi baat bigad jaye. And so, for my love for music, in fact, for French or English or Hindi, it just grew. I always wanted to learn music better than what I do, but also the fact that you can sing in any words, in any language, but the music continues. And so the minute I sing in a language which is alien or different or unknown to my friends, the music connects. And that's what I love most about this music, the World Music Day. So anybody else here who has any memories from the music, please unmute and share. I'm not able to see you on the screen because my screen is being shared. Anybody?
I had an experience, not on the day of Music Day, but it was somewhere in 2007. There is a German band called as Scorpions, and they're the only German band who can speak or rather sing in English. So there is a very beautiful song which is called Winds of Change, if anyone has heard. So this song was basically sung when the German wall or the Berlin Wall was being broken, East Germany and West Germany. And if you go through the lyrics, it feels more like a rebellion, but I would request everyone to hear the song Winds of Change. And while listening to the song, the haunting tune of the whistling will give a very soothing and refreshing mood to you. I would request everyone to just listen to this song Winds of Change by Scorpions and go through the lyrics. You will come to know the difference, what difference a wall makes in uniting the countries.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing that, Toastmaster Arindam. I, for one, have been, I studied in convent school. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do was something that we grew up with. And then I came across this beautiful video, and you can also you can find it on YouTube as well. And that was a time when flash mobs were just coming into existence. They were very new. And out of the blue, one day at the Brussels railway station, the main station, they started playing, because this was Do Re Mi was set in, The Sound of Music, so the One Trap Family. And in the station, everybody is just walking around, and suddenly they bring this song. And it's a flash mob singing Do Re Mi. It's been one of my all-time favorite music day songs, Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti Do. I know it should be Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Dha Ni Sa, but I'm more into Do Re Mi. But that's my memory of the music day. Interestingly, let me go to another one, and I'll share my screen again once more. Anybody over here, before I share the screen? Anybody over here who's a biker? Biker, motorcycle, bike? Come on.
Yes,
I do ride bikes, but I don't. I'm not actually a typical biker, but I love bikes.
Excellent. Then let me share with you that today is also the World Motorcycle Day. So once this meeting is over, please go ahead, get onto your motorcycle, experience the freedom of those streets. This day is dedicated to enthusiasts, of course, of the industry. So gear up, you go on the highway on your bicycle, maybe get a t-shirt made World Motorcycle Day, something that I did not know, by the way. It's only when I started doing a bit of research on 21st of June, I knew it was a World Music Day and it was the World Yoga Day, International Day for Yoga. But what I did come to know is it's also the World Motorcycle Day. So please go ahead and kick the road with your motorcycles. Gear up, get some momentum, and go ahead. Let's go ahead now with the second part of our meeting. which is the most interesting part of our meeting. I personally love the impromptu speeches. This entire round will be conducted by Toastmaster Arindam today. So I welcome him back on the stage to share the round, the rules, and then to carry it forward. Over to you, Toastmaster Arindam.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, distinguished Toastmaster Mayuri. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. The purpose of Table Topics is to have members practice thinking and speaking on the feet. For new-time members, let me tell you what it exactly means. It means that I'll give you a question and you have to answer it. And this is unlike your prepared speeches. This helps to develop 4 communication skills: listening, thinking, organizing, and delivering. And to help you prepare this, I have prepared a set of questions. Also, reiterating what the grammarian has said, I would urge you to use the word of the day, which is momentum. Before we begin, I would request the timer to set out the timing guidelines for table topics round.
Okay, so I'll be the timer for the table topics round as well. So the timing rules are 1 minute is the minimum time that the speaker has to speak. After that, I'll be showing the green card. At 1.5 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card, and then at 2 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. So we have the grace period at the either end, which means if you talk 30 seconds less than 1 minute, you're still qualified. And if you talk 30 seconds more than 2 minutes, you're still qualified. That's the grace period. Over to you, TDM.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I'd request if some who would be the first speaker for table topics?
I'll just try.
Great, Toastmaster Mahantesh. So your topic would be what memory was created for you that lasted a lifetime? Toastmaster Mahantesh. Toastmaster Mahantesh, what memory was created for you that lasted a lifetime?
In the year 2024, I went to visit Kashi Vishwanath Temple and Ayodhya. So I've been there for 1 week. I explored all places near Varanasi and Ayodhya. And the I I went to Kashi Vishwanath Temple and I bowed down there. And the total, that environment and that. So that is my memorable trip. I spent almost a week. I stayed 4 days in Varanasi and 2 days in Ayodhya, and I think that is a memorable thing I'm carrying last 2 years. Uh, Thank you. Over to TDM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahantesh. Lovely try. Lovely try. Who take the next question?
Okay.
Yeah. So what personal strength emerged when you needed the most? Toastmaster Mohana, what personal strength emerges when you need it the most? Toastmaster Mohana.
Good morning. Thanks for the wonderful subject. It is related to my today's speech. Resilience and persistence. And then so I want to prove that no way I am inferior. Because all the while I was humiliated. So but the humiliation challenged me to learn and then show the world that I can do it. So the determination to show. One way my data says we're always looking for the outside world to prove Then she told, even joining the Toastmaster also, she told, it's not that you don't have knowledge and experience, but you want to prove that to the world that you can do it. But anyway, it helps me to learn. So the persistency and then to prove myself is the strength what I have. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you. Anyone else? I'll choose. He can choose. Okay. Toastmaster Ashutosh. Toastmaster Ashutosh, what are you grateful for today? What are you grateful for today, Toastmaster Ashutosh?
Ashutosh, we are not able to hear you. Can you come closer to the mic?
Am I audible now?
Much better.
Yeah, so my internet has been on and off, so I couldn't switch on my camera.
That's fine. Please go.
So just give me 30 seconds to gather it. Yeah, I'm ready to start. So, what am I grateful for today? I am grateful for today because it is International Yoga Day. It is one of the longest days in the entire year, and I am grateful for the kind of environment I'm surrounded in, the kind of friends and peers I'm surrounded with, the kind of positive energy that I have to do whatever I wish to do in life. I'm grateful for wonderful Toastmasters community that I happened to attend today. I think it's a lot of powerful day today. I was able to show up. I messaged Vikram yesterday, and then I was able to show up today. I think this day has a lot of energy, a lot of power. So I'm grateful for all the positive energy, positive community, and whatever I'm learning, I'm getting better every day. So that is what I'm grateful.
Thank you so much for articulating your thoughts so very well. Uh, now I'll pick now. I'd go with Toastmaster Vikram. So the question for you is, if life had to offer you one adventure today, which adventure would you take? Toastmaster Vikram, if life had to offer you one adventure today, which adventure would you take? Toastmaster Vikram.
I'll definitely take up going on trekking to Mansarovar because that has been one of my always, one of the things which I've kept on my list, which I've not done yet. So whenever people go on Mount Everest on this trekking, I used to hear a lot of adventures that they have come across. People used to say about the cold weather, and also not only that, during the course of the trekking, what all they saw around them, and they changed their personality. And I'm always curious to go on trekking, and especially to Montserrat, because most of my friends who have gone there and come back, they say like their life has changed after they went back. They came back because of the hardship that they had to uh, face at that time. And it's not only about trekking; it's also about whether I can do it. So I always I always felt that there is no sky is the limit for what we can do, and this is one such adventure that I always look forward to. I always feel that I can do it. It's not that I think about people who are saying it's hard and it's risky and everything, but still I always feel that I can do it, and that's the only thing that pushes me towards this kind of adventures. Otherwise, I love I love actually going on the huge rides. If we go to a theme park, there are roller coasters, there are, big ferry rides. I used to always take up all such rides, not just because they are interesting, but I always want to prove that I can do it. It's not that I don't want fear to be, the only reason for not doing it. I want to always take up the challenge and try doing it. So that's the take on this topic. Thank you for this opportunity, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much. I wish that you take this adventure ahead today itself. Now, I'd request distinguished Toastmaster Mayuru to take this. Which dream feels closer today than yesterday? Toastmaster Mayuri. Toastmaster Mayuri, which dream feels closer today than yesterday?
Thank you, Table Topics Master, for that question, which actually has got me thinking which dream is closer today than it was yesterday. I would say my dream to go cycling across the country, because that's something that I love to do with my friends who are also cyclists. And my dream is getting closer because I am building the stamina and the strength to do longer distance cycling. Till now, it's been 50, 60 kilometers per day. I've been from Pune to Goa. I've been in Pondicherry, in and around Pondicherry. I've been to Chhattisgarh. And out of these trips, Chhattisgarh was the one which was most beautiful. Raw nature. We were absolutely in the jungle with no fear of whatever we hear in the news. But then it was only about 40, 50 kilometers per day. My dream is to also try to do one brevet. Brevet is it's a title that you get once you do the stipulated number of kilometers in the stipulated hours that are set aside by the organization. I have never been able to do that. But because I'm working gradually towards it, let's say 200 kilometers in one day, that's something that I would want to do. So I am gradually inching closer to that dream of doing longer distance cycling, but it requires a lot of perseverance, patience, exercising, resilience, and let's hope I pick up the momentum as soon as I can. Thank you so much, and back to you, Table Topics Master.
Lovely, lovely. I wish I had the same momentum as you for the cycling part as well. Thank you. Now, I'd request Toastmaster Aniket to take the last question. I think apart from him, everyone else is taken. So,
Yeah.
Toastmaster Aniket, what is that one act of kindness which touches your heart? Toastmaster Aniket, one act of kindness that touches your heart. Toastmaster Aniket.
Yeah. Yeah, there are like various act of kindness. For example, for example, like I also sometimes try to help and whenever any poor person or helping the people who come to work at the home, like in guiding them and all. So yeah, so these all things that will help us to gain confidence and also make us feel good and feel proud of ourselves. So yeah, and also like for example, feeding animals sometimes. So this also is a very I sometimes try to do, and this also is a yeah, I feel very good with that, and yeah, so yeah, so this is it from my side.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Aniket, for making it so very reflective for each one of us on a Sunday morning. With that, I would hand the session over to Toastmaster of the Day, distinguished Toastmaster Mayure.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster, Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Arindam, for those very interesting questions. Questions that make us reflect a little bit and ponder over things that do matter. And thank you so much for bringing very simple questions on which one can actually speak. Let's move forward with the theme again. 21st of June. And of course, as Vikram mentioned a little while ago, it is Father's Day. And I would love to hear from you as fathers over here in this meeting. It's not about what you gave to your father as a Father's Day gift, but I would love to know what you would love to receive from your child as a father. So, parents in this room, fathers in this room, please unmute and share.
Wow. I
Yeah.
feel like, this is going to open up a lot of thoughts around this topic. What I would like to receive is, I have two daughters, by the way. So what I'm seeing is, as my daughters grow up, the elder one, actually, she's now 13. Uh, she's very attached to me, but over time, after they are, getting mature, I feel like, they distance themselves from their fathers, especially, and they become very closer to their mothers. And I usually felt that I couldn't bear it. Sometimes I know, I understand that, there is a lot of things going on physically, emotionally, and, they are finding their identity and everything. But still, that distancing which happens, after that stage is actually something which any father cannot tolerate. And they are actually going through that. I'm going through that phase right now, and I would like to receive the consistent love and attention that I actually get from my younger one now, because my younger one is just 7 years, and she is showering me with all the attention and love that I am expecting from my from both the daughters. So that's the only thing I would like to
Thank
receive from
you.
both my kids.
Thank you, Vikram. Spoken like a true father, wanting the love from the daughters. Absolutely. All right. I saw Mohan also wanted to speak. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I have only one daughter. She's 24 now. She's in Bangalore. So I love to have time with her. For me, main thing is the time with me, because she's my mentor and friend. But she says, "Dad, I am not your friend. I'm just a daughter. You find someone else." So the time with her gives a lot of pressure to me. And then we drive. And then she is a good driver. And then I love sitting with her, even though I drive.
Lovely.
Oh, so she communicates more every day. She's a psychologist, counseling psychologist. So she communicates regularly. Only the time with her, it gives me a lot of happiness to me, because she's a good person, gifted person. She's mostly do service minded, helping people and societies. So the time with her is the most valuable thing
Most
for me.
precious. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Toastmaster Arindam, what about you?
For me, it's a little bit different because my wife is transferred from here, and so I have twin kids, twin boys, and they are in my hometown right now. So the only means of communication is via video call at night, and that's what I miss. Because at the end of the day, when you come back from office at home, the only thing which I look forward to is the video call with them, and I do make it a point to visit them once in every 2 months, but still I miss those part, which most probably, if I get a chance, I might switch over. If she gets a transfer, she might come back. But that's the thing which I miss. And if you ask me, what are these are okay? It's not visible now. I'll just
No, we can see the twins. Yes.
yeah. So this is the part which I'm missing it much more, to be honest.
Okay. Let me share about from my end. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arindam. I took up French teaching as a profession, which was slightly different, not very usual, and certainly not from a father who has cleared the UPSC in 1964. And he was a little surprised at my choice of decision, but he supported me all throughout. Life came full circle when 2 years ago, in 2024, 23 actually, I taught French to the UPSC batch of the 77th batch. And so, I think, as a gift to my father, that was the best gift that I could have ever given to a father. Coming back to where he studied and he trained and he served the country, giving it back to the 77th, and the batch is much, much, much later than him. But then he was not around. By then he had passed on. And I know wherever he is, he has seen me do well in my life, do well in my career. And I think as a daughter, that's the biggest gift I can give to my dad. And so, all you fathers over here, the children you are raising, the values that you are giving them is the biggest gift that you are giving to your children. Trust me, I speak as a child now. There will be a day when they will all come back and you'll be the best father, the best dad, the world's greatest dad. But thank you so much for sharing your personal lives, giving me a little peek, not just me, everyone, a little peek into your lives. It's very heartwarming. Wish you all a very, very happy Father's Day. Now, incidentally, there is another very bizarre day today. Would you believe it? It is also today the World Giraffe Day, the animal, the tall animal. So it's the World Giraffe Day, which is, of course, today, June 25th. Now, this was established by the Giraffe Conservation Foundation. And the purpose is, of course, to protect the species, to highlight the urgent need in conservation efforts. Anybody over here who's seen giraffe? Not in the zoo. Not in the zoo, but in some wildlife sanctuary or park. Anyone? Okay, Arindam has raised his hand. Wonderful. So you've been to Africa, is it?
No, it's a place which is very remote. It's in Assam in the Kaziranga Wildlife Sanctuary.
Oh, I did not know we had them in Kaziranga as well.
Yes. It was somewhere in early 2000. They bought one species and then again it sent it back. They tried to multiply the species over there, but it didn't work, and then it was sent back again.
Interesting, because I saw my giraffe when I went to Masai Mara, but that's the only memory I have of the giraffe. But I was very intrigued by the fact that we do have projects to save not just tigers, because we know about the tigers, but there are projects also to save the giraffe. One more national day. And again, something which is completely out of the box. How many of you here are fitness enthusiasts? I know we are Sattvic, healthy living. So this will resonate with all of us as well. Put some fruits, some vegetables into a blender, add some cream, add your favorite sugar in it, minimal maybe. What you get, and whip it across. What you get is a smoothie. Today is also the World Smoothie Day. It's only the morning today. It would be fantastic if all of us could go back in the day, make a smoothie, take a photograph, put it in our WhatsApp chat, because it is World Smoothie Day today. I had no idea, but that's what it is. So let's do some experimentation in the kitchen after our meeting is over. Well, let's carry on with our next part of the meeting now, and I'll come back much later with the June 21st. For now, let's go back to what is most important in a Toastmasters meeting, the evaluation. And to conduct the entire round, we have our general evaluator back on stage, the virtual stage, Toastmaster Vikram. Toastmaster Vikram, over to you.
Thank you so much, DTM Mayuri, for that wonderful theme today and introducing us so many things about the best things about the day today, and really enjoying all the information that you're sharing. And yes, now it's time for the general evaluation. Now, on that line, first let me invite our evaluator number one, Toastmaster Aniket, to evaluate the speaker one, Dr. Mohan Sundaram. So I see that Toastmaster Aniket mentioned to me that he had his Zoom constantly crashing, but I requested him to be on the Zoom to share the feedback for the first speech that Dr. Mona Sundaram has delivered. So, Toastmaster Aniket, would you like to share your
Yeah,
evaluation?
yeah, yeah. The speaker's objectives were to introduce himself for the club, which he fulfilled as he gave the story of his life and told about the various phases and the various challenges he faced in his life. So I will use the CRC approach. So firstly, I will start with commendations. The, the, the speech was clear and he told about the various phases of his life and the various challenges he faced. And like he told about his school time, his job when he joined, and various good and bad phases he faced. The speaker was also well prepared, and it did not look like he is the speech flow was good as he did not stuck in between or and the speech was well rehearsed and prepared. The The speaker also appeared comfortable with the audience as and there was a clear eye contact with the speech in with the audience. Now, next coming to the recommendations, the speaker can use vocal variety in a better way, as he can use different vocal variety tone while talking about the different phases of his life. Also, he can use pauses in a better way. Uh, Next, coming to yeah, so uh, the also the content was also interesting, and I think the audience must have understood much better about the speaker, and the content was also well structured as there were different phases that were told in a structured way. So, with this, I would conclude my evaluation by saying that the speaker can try to improve the vocal variety and use more pauses, and rest, he should keep giving more speeches and improve. Yeah. Over to you.
That's simply wonderful, Toastmaster Aniket. So this is your first evaluation. I would say, you have done really good, really well. And I also want to evaluate the speaker, Dr. Vimona Sundaram, today, because I've been observing the speech from the beginning. And what I felt is the speech is brilliant. The very first speech, Toastmaster Mohan Sundaram, that you delivered on this forum, I think it inspired all of us. The way that you said, when you had so much of a humiliations, and then you stood up to yourself, and you faced all of it with courage. And towards the end, when you end the speech, also, I think you had a message to all of us that we should always keep on trying and don't give up at any stage in your life. That's the message that came out throughout your speech from every stage of your life. So as Aniket mentioned, every speech has something or the other to build upon and to become a great speech. I think Aniket has mentioned about vocal variety, and he has also mentioned about pauses. Yes, I also, resonate with what Toastmaster Aniket said. And also I felt like, the angle of your laptop, I think it was little tilted. I think you can actually work on the way that you position your camera from the next time so that you are completely visible from top to bottom, like the way you saw Toastmaster Mahantesh. He was visible, completely, right? So that whenever you're moving your hands, you're making some adjustments to your pose. I think all of us can clearly see. Maybe this is the first time that you're delivering the speech. What you can do is from next time onwards, you can position your camera, distance it a little bit, and if you want, you can also use a mic. If you feel that if you go ahead of the laptop, your voice may not be clear as well. So you can use your mic at that time or a headphone so that you can position your camera and also your voice can still be heard from a distance. That's the feedback I had. But otherwise, brilliant speech and all the best for your upcoming speech, Speaker Mona Sundaram. So that's really great to have the evaluation and the speech from Dr. Mona Sundaram and Toastmaster Aniket. Now let's move on to the next evaluator, Toastmaster Arindam, to evaluate Toastmaster Mark.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Vikram. Toastmaster Mahantes. There is a very famous quote in the movie Rocky, which says, "Every champion was once a contender who refused to give up." And that particular line came to my mind when I heard your speech. For me, you ticked all the boxes if I had to evaluate. The first part was I loved the way how you engaged with the audience as well as me, starting the speech with a question. That is how you make the audience come to your speech. And you repeated that once again by asking about your mathematics score. Lovely way to interact with the audience, number one. The second part, with respect to the content, I love how you placed everything in a chronological order, starting with your birth, your parents, your child life, the adversity you faced in your studies, your professional life, and till what you're doing today. It's a beautiful chronology, and that's how you gave examples about your life. It's a beautiful, beautiful way to start a speech. Third thing about the content, about your confidence. You stood in such a manner that your entire body was visible. Being a first speech and being so confident is a remarkable trait. Your smile was evident, and you delivered, and your poise was very beautiful, and you delivered it very confidently without any hiccups. The fourth point, which I liked, was your title, which is From Failures to Success. This particular title was evident throughout your speech. It was the central theme. And the journey from failure to success is everyone can relate to. That made your speech much more relevant and engaging. And the last part was your storytelling skills. It was very authentic and it was very courageous of you to share your vulnerabilities in front of everyone. Not enough person has the courage to do that at a stage. So I loved all of those aspects. If the sixth one, which I loved, is it has something called as call to action. Remember when you used to read stories in our childhood, every story had a moral which you take it. And your speech had that moral, which is never ever give up. You have to persist on it. So this is what I loved about it. In terms of recommendation, I won't give you because it is a first speech and gradually we'll come to know about the other aspects of the speech. Let's say like vocal variety, how you pace and make your speech on a different level with respect to the voice modulation and placement of timeline. For example, if you're talking about your bird, go behind. If you're talking about the present, come in front. But these are things which you'll learn subsequently when you take on other phase of the project. So my recommendation would be, please continue this journey because you are a terrific speaker and I would love to hear your speech. With that, back to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Vikram.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arindam, for evaluating Toastmaster Mahintesh's speech. Yes, both Dr. Mona Sundaram and uh, Toastmaster Mantesh are delivering their first icebreaker speech today. If it was an offline meeting, what everybody would do is they will stand up and give them a big round of applause. So since it's a virtual meeting, still I think we can, all of us can give some emojis or, give a big round of applause to them. So let's all give the big round of applause to both Dr. Monasundaram and Toastmaster Mantesh for bravely coming forward and courageously delivering the first speech. And this is not just the speech, I think it's your icebreaker speech you have given about your introduction. So all of us know about who you are and what is the journey of your life. And that's what the icebreaker speech is all about. Now keep the momentum going and keep delivering the speeches week after week so that you keep growing on the journey of public speaking. Okay, so thank you so much, Toastmaster Arindam, for giving that wonderful evaluation. With that, the speech evaluations are done for now, and coming to the next section, which will be the tag team reports. So for that, first I would come forward as a timer because I was timing most of the speakers today. Let me first share my screen. Yes, just a second. I'm getting my last entry in the report done for Arindam. Yeah. Okay. So here is the report. Toastmaster Mayuri, can you give me the? Okay, let me reclaim the post permission. Okay, while I get that, I would like to say that all the speakers today were within time. I didn't see any major, running out of time or taking more time. But anyway, let me also share the screen so that all of us are able to see the report. So both the speakers are qualified. The Dr. Mona Sundaram actually taken 7 minutes 29 seconds, and it is actually he's still within the grace period. And Toastmaster Mante, she spoke for 5 minutes and 40 seconds, and then table topics during table topics, Toastmaster Mante spoke for 1 minute. Toastmaster Ashutosh spoke for 1 minute. Toastmaster Aniket spoke for 1 minute. Then I spoke for 2 minutes, I think. Then we had DTM Mayuri. She spoke for 1.5 minutes. And then during evaluation, Toastmaster Aniket gave his evaluation for 2 minutes. And Toastmaster Arindam is well within the time and the grace period, like 3 minutes, 20 seconds. So that is all of us, you are within the time. And thank you so much for participating. And I really enjoyed being a timer and a grammarian for today. So with that, I would like to provide the grammarian report in the same time, because I'm the grammarian as well. So I saw many great speakers today, though I was playing multiple roles as a G, as a timer, as a grammarian. I could see that word of the day was used by Dr. Mona Sundaram, then Dr. Arindam, Toastmaster Mayuri, DJ Mayuri, and myself. I think being this word momentum being a very easy word, I think you can all try to use it in your conversations. And apologies if I would have missed any of the usages that you have done during the course of the meeting. Maybe I would have missed because I was playing multiple roles. And I also found, some speakers are very fluent, especially the DTM Mayuri. Whenever she was on stage, I couldn't take my eyes off her when she was presenting her, the theme, or when she was taking table topics. Actually, that shows that her command over the language, and also not only that, the information that she shared were very insightful. Some information are very useful as well. When she said about the giraffe, getting extinct, and today is a World Yoga Day, and a lot of information are very new to me, and especially today being such a wonderful day. Without this information, we would have actually missed all this, knowing all this, right? And also, it happens to be a Father's Day as well. And coming to Dr. Mona Sundaram, I think I really enjoyed the way the choice of words that Dr. Mona Sundaram used. He used very nice words. Actually, that actually shows that his vocabulary is really good. I heard like many nice words, though I can only capture a few of it here. Humiliation. He was talking about abuse, sacrifice, and then he also used uh, this line like necessity is a mother of invention, right? So actually, when we are giving speeches, when you are using the right words, it expresses the right meaning, and the audience become very engaged on the speech. That's the whole point of increasing our vocabulary, to use the right words so that it makes the right sense. Sometimes, we pause and then we search for words. That did not happen, at least when I heard Dr. Monasundaram's speech, though I found some little bit of flaws, like grammatical flaws, because that happens when you talk very fast, right? When especially it's icebreaker speech, so I do not want to actually mention all those grammatical flaws, but actually there are few, and it is still okay because it's being a first speech of Dr. Mohan. And congratulations, Dr. Mohan, for being qualified as a great speaker in terms of the usage of words, in terms of the flow, and then also I think Aniket has given you a great evaluation as well. And other than that, I found Toastmaster Arindam also has a great way of speaking. I found the grammar is very clear. And whenever you were on stage, you happen to engage people. Even you showed up as table topics master, you showed up as an evaluator, and then you provided a lot of nice topics during the table topics, and also you shared your views when Mayuri was opening her stage for what is this music, can anyone guess, and then you also shared the views when the floor was open to talk about what you feel as a father is something that you want to receive from your children. So whenever you were on stage, Arindam, I felt you're very confident, you're a very great speaker, and I really did not find any major flaws in your whenever you were on stage. And coming to Toastmaster Mantesh, a very nice speaker again, very expressive and genuine, and he has touched our heart whenever he shared his life story, similar to Dr. Mohan Sundaram. I felt, Mantesh, I think, as Aniket mentioned for Dr. Mohan Sundaram, even you can practice vocal variety if you would like to try, because that is going to make your speech even more engaging. But otherwise, grammar wise, you were really good. And also, please try to use the word of the day and idiom of the day. I request all the speakers here, whoever, even though we have very less number of speakers. And coming to Ashutosh, I know Ashutosh has a friend, but his language is very clear and no grammatical mistakes. But today, I think he had some issues on the network, so he cut short the speech very to a little, to be a little speech within 1 minute during the table topics. But I felt you still had the right thing to say when you had the table topics given to you. Ashutosh, I think you actually able to say that, how what are the things you're grateful for the today, right? You mentioned about so many things, and you also thanked the Toastmasters Forum for being part of it, and today being you were able to join this again, makes you feel great about it. Thank you for that compliment to the Toastmasters Forum. And coming to Toastmaster Aniket, yes, today is your first evaluation. Can we all give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Aniket, because he has taken up the Sergeant at Arms role, the timer role, as well as the evaluator role. He is one of the veteran in our community, like Sattvic community. He keeps on showing up, and I'm seeing a great transformation from the time Aniket joined the club and until now. Not only in taking up roles and the willingness to learn, but also he is ready to support. Imagine taking up three roles in a meeting like this, where there are less number of players. Even though he had Zoom issues, he was having juggling with so many things, but still he showed up. So that's the spirit. So I think I covered everyone. Did I miss anyone here? I'm sorry, I would have missed if there was playing multiple roles. Hope I covered. And thank you so much. And now I will let, if Ashutosh, you are able to speak, you want to add anything as an counter. I know you also had some issues during the course of the meeting. If you would like to add few improvements or any comments about anybody's filler words usage, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I don't have an exact count because I was going on and off.
Yeah, your voice is very feeble, Ashutosh.
Yeah, I'm on. Hello.
Can you come closer a little bit to the mic?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, it's better.
Yes. So I don't have an exact report because I was going on and off with my network. But overall, what I could see is prepared speeches went well because they've had like a bit of practice in all of them. And impromptu speeches sometimes a bit of a, a bit of filler words. And one thing, the consistent someone who is consistent speakers like TMOD, DTM Mayuri and Vikram, they were very fluent with with their language, and even Arindam was also good with their language, vocal variety, and clear communication. But table topics can be made better because it was impromptu. It felt like there were a bit of filler words when people went blank, but overall, it comes with practice. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Ashutosh. With that, I think the tag teams reports are done, and now let me evaluate the entire meeting. So today was a great meeting, I would say, because our DTM Mayuri has taken the show, and she has presented a lot of things, very new stuff which I even did not expect to know today. It was a surprise. I was thinking, like, when I was putting together this theme, like, today is a good day. What is Mayuri going to present? I was actually curious, But when you actually said, I was even thinking that, okay, Mayuri is going to surprisingly say about the Father's Day, and she's going to open up the floor for discussion around, how your father, talk about your father and stuff like that. But it was really engaging, where there are so many things. I didn't even know that there are so much to know about the day today. So that was really it's a surprise for me to know so many things from this very light topic. I thought it's going to be like a very light session today but it was actually very informative with so much of information and lovely meeting. And I think the timing wise, we can still improve because I saw that the role players did not join. At least, I was waiting for the grammarian till the end, but that person did not show up. I think that is one more feedback that I have. That people who are taking up roles, they should show up, right? Even if it's late, I don't mind, but at least they should be showing up if they take up roles, because in the last minute then we have to take up roles and we are not able to focus. If we do one particular role at one time, actually it adds a lot of value, not only to the speakers, it also to the person who's performing that role. You can see, as I'm playing two roles like timer and the grammarian, it actually, I'm not able to completely do both the roles. If you see, right, I'm able to do a half-eaten food here and there. So that is something I always would like to avoid. So that if anybody's taking up roles, they have to show up and be there. So that's my only request from the next meeting. Otherwise, I truly enjoyed the meeting. I don't have much feedback. So one area where I can improve is the Zoom. Where I can all can improve is the Zoom. I think though we don't have much control, like please ensure that you are placed in a place where at your house or wherever you are, use a very stable network so that we can all have a great meeting. But otherwise, today's meeting was wonderful, and thank you so much, those who showed up and took up roles voluntarily. Toastmaster Arindam, Toastmaster Aniket, Toastmaster Mayuri, all of you took up roles today, including me, and I hope all of you enjoyed. With that, I'll conclude my evaluation for this meeting and hand over the stage back to DTM Mayuri.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vikram, for that very, very detailed evaluation. And may I reiterate that every one of us over here really appreciate you taking up last minute roles and multitasking at it, Vikram. It's not easy to be the timer, to be the grammarian, to also be the general evaluator, keeping an eye. And it's also Zoom is your account. So you have to be host, co-host, take away rights. It's amazing what you have been able to accomplish. So much to learn from you, and so much to learn from other members as well, whom I did not know till the last evening that they are going to be role players. And so I was not able to introduce them as I should have. However, I feel very, very happy that there is the spirit of wanting to be there. And like Vikram mentioned, once we take up a role, we commit to it. And that's one thing that we've all learned at Toastmasters. When I say that I will come to a meeting, I'll come to a meeting. If I say I'll take up a role, I'll take up a role. So all of us, let us continue with that. Even if it's just 7 of us, 8 of us in the meeting, I believe it's more about the quality than the quantity. And on that note, I'm really very grateful. But June 21st is not yet over. I know that there have been so many new information coming your way. There is still more. Would you believe it? I know in India, we're not very popular with skateboarding. It's more a sport of the West. But of late, I've seen youngsters doing skateboarding in India too. Today is also the Go Skateboarding Day. You skate on the rollers, skateboarding. That's also an international day today. And this was established in the year 2004. So that's already 22 years of it. India is not yet there, but I'm sure we will. Our youngsters will definitely get going to skateboarding as well. But more interestingly, one last, and it's not really the last, but well, it is in my particular presentation. It's also today the National Selfie Day. Would you believe that? Go and do yoga, go and ride your motorcycle, take selfies along the way, not while you're riding, please. While you're riding, pay attention to riding, but then take selfies, post them, because today is the National Selfie Day. I did not know this as well. But then that's how much June 21st has to offer. And I think Arindam mentioned, because it's been a long day today, it's the longest day of the year. So we have so much more time to accomplish so many more things in the span of 24 hours. But thank you so much for this opportunity to be your Toastmaster of the day. I have thoroughly enjoyed myself bringing to you information, and there's more, about 21st of June. And I hope you have a fantastic yoga, musical, motorcycle Father's Day. And let's hope that we continue to work for this protection of our giraffes, and we take selfies all along, and then we share them on social media. Thank you so much. And I hand back the stage to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Vikram.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Mayuri, for again explaining us one more reason why we should celebrate today. I think it's amazing to know. I think every day holds something as as today, right? For that matter, we don't notice it, but when you are saying so many things, I actually went back and saw once there was an ad in the Google. Google used to always say like what is special about today, and then I was always interested to know about it, but after some time I lost the track. But now you got me on track to understand like what each day carries in itself, and that's really amazing to know the speciality of June 21st. And once again, happy Father's Day to all the wonderful fathers here, and I wish you all the best. And today being the Father's Day, I want to open the floor for some of you to share at least a few words for your father. Like I think it's one of the beautiful relationship in the that we can have in our life. So anyone would like to share a few words about your father, like how you loved your father, or anything that you feel special about. Usually, the for men, more than father, I think we are close to our mothers, right? But I want men here to share about how the relationship with their father is like how enriching it is, or if you want to share a few moments with your father, like what you love the most about your father, or what you learned from your father. I would like someone to come forward. I see Toastmaster Arindam coming, raising your hand. Please go ahead, Toastmaster
Yeah.
Arindam.
I lost my father in 1996, and at that point of time, I was very small. But what I remember very fondly was every day, this was a task for me as well as for my brother, that he used to tell us to read newspapers. And we were in class 3 or 4, and we never ever used to read newspaper. So he gave us a trick saying, read the newspaper, give me one word which you have learned today. And honestly, we never tried that. But out of fear, what we used to do was we used to go through the dictionary and select the easiest word. Because after coming from office, he would randomly ask us. So we did not read the newspaper. We went to the dictionary and selected the easiest word. And when he would come back, he would ask both me and my elder brother, what is the word? He used to say that. This happened for the first 6 days. We thought it's a regular affair. But on Sundays, what he used to do is after we woke up, he asked us, "You told me all the 6 days, six words from let's say Monday to Saturday. Now, using those 6 words, frame a sentence or a paragraph and give it to me." This happened regularly. We thought what a terrible torture it was. But then later in life, when I went to my, let's say, professional life, I realized that this small act gave a sense that it is very important to develop vocabulary, and I'm indeed grateful for that simple task. That's the Today is a Sunday morning, so I just got reminded of that.
Wow, that's really an amazing thing to know. I think your father has really, started the habit of learning, even when you were both were a child. And reading newspaper is something, in the past, even I used to enjoy. Now we have a lot of information coming through our phones and different medias, but actually newspaper has always been my favorite, way to read in the mornings and have a coffee in my hand. And I just, thought about it. And as you said, even I have seen many of my family members, like my grandfathers, my relatives. They have the habit of reading newspaper and noting down the hard words, because the most number of words you will find only in the newspaper, nowhere else, right? So I used to find like very different words. And when I read the newspaper, I used to have the dictionary also with me, and when I was young. But now those habits, where even I tell my daughters to do that, but they are very busy on their phones, right? Somehow I think we should get back to that old habits which our parents have cultivated. um, Anyone else? I think we have 3 minutes before I conclude the meeting today, and we are not going to have any polls today because I'm yet to figure out how to do the polls in this Zoom meeting. Though I think there is an option to it, but I'm not able to enable that Zoom feature of polls. Please apologize for that. But all of those people who have joined today are winners. Let me say, you all gave a first the people who gave the first speech and the first evaluation. Mayuri, I think there is no words to the commitment that you have towards our meeting. I think you are from the time you joined our club, you are consistently taking up roles after roles, and you are actually setting an example for all of us. You know how a Toastmaster should be when in every meeting. So that with that, if anyone has any few words to add uh, to conclude the
Yes.
meeting, we can hear from you. Yes, sir.
Okay, for me, when I remember my late dad, he greets people every day. He's a Tamil teacher. So whenever he goes to school, then he greet whoever comes, he greet because he worked in the same school for 30 years. And then he is service minded. He is given that time I didn't know for his late funeral day, 1,500 people appeared without even any flags the same day within few hours. Many people told he was the one who admitted me in the school. He was the one who admitted me to the college. He was the one who helped me to marry. So that was the thing I learned from him. Still, I follow some of his greeting. So even when I was in overseas, I greet people in their own language, like Salamat Pagi. And then here also, we have a lot of West Bengal people. I greet them every day morning when I see Namaskar. So sometimes I'm off mind, they call me and then they greet. So this is the one I learned from my dad. So I like to thank him for that. Thank you much.
Wonderful. Yeah, all of us have something or the other to say to about our fathers, right? We definitely will feel grateful when we share in this forum like this, because it's not only inspires you, it inspires everyone to think about their fathers. That's the whole idea why I brought up this topic. So I would like to hear from some of the guests on how the meeting went. How did you feel? Did you feel engaged? I think we have Toastmaster Ashutosh still on this call. Okay, Ashutosh is still here. Would you like to share a few words, Ashutosh? How was the meeting?
Just a minute.
You can come closer to the mic if you're talking, Ashutosh.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah,
go ahead.
right. So overall, the meeting went
Yes,
really well. It was well organized, well structured. I think the highlight was TM Modi Mayuri's entire taking over the meeting and structuring it very thoughtfully. That is something I think that's the highlight of the meeting. But apart from that, the prepared speeches, the impromptu speeches, and the kind of table topics which were given to us, it was very thoughtful and organized. Overall, I think it's very much structured and it's going on very well. I've attended a lot of other meetings as well from Sattvic, so it's getting better and better every day. So, yeah.
thank you. Thank you so much, Ashutosh, for joining today with us and giving us this wonderful feedback. It actually keeps us moving. It raises our momentum. And can we all give a big round of applause to our Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster TTM Mayuri, for bringing such a great energy to our meeting?
Thank
And
you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. So now I think it's time. So we are already at 9. I would request the Sergeant at Arms to come forward and do the honors to close the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Aniket.
I don't
Okay,
see
I don't
Aniket in the
see.
room.
Yeah, I don't see Toastmaster Aniket. So with that, I'll take up the hat of Sergeant at Arms in his absence. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Again, happy Father's Day to all of you. I will not take much time. I'll let you go enjoy your day with your kids, with whatever plans you have up for the day. Let's conclude the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And do listen to
Thank you.
Winds of Change today, please, everyone.
Thank you.
Sure, Arun.
Yeah,
Thank
sure.
you.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.